How many people do this in Northeast Indiana, Jeff?
In Northeast Indiana, if we're talking about north of Fort Wayne, just me. I tune strictly by ear, just getting a starting pitch with tuning fork, which I've already put away here, from 78 and 79 when I was at school until about 2006. At that point, my curiosity became such that I started researching the electronic tuning aids. So I ended up, over time, acquiring kind of the state-of-the-art units, one by one, and kind of finding out what things they all were good at and what they weren't so good at. And now I would say I kind of use a combination of oral techniques and these. And the old method that I still use a lot, and it's still definitely needed, I think, in a lot of ways. We would first tune the middle section using what's called a temperament. Temperament section, which is to get one of each, at least one of each of the 12 pitches, and then we would just tune octaves throughout the piano up into the treble and down to the bass. So I've got this A4 where I want it, and we just tune our first octave. And we listen to beats. That's something that a lot of lay people don't really understand about tuning by ear. They tend to think someone just has perfect pitch and decides they're going to start making money using this perfect pitch ability. It's not really like that. After high school, I was very interested in playing guitar, and I played guitar in bands part-time, and I had different jobs along with that were more or less desirable, and it became evident to me that I wasn't going to be able to make a living playing guitar, at least for a while. So I came in contact with the possibility of tuning and repairing pianos. A friend of my mother's was going to a school out in Iowa learning the trade, and I started to look into that, and it seemed interesting because it was musically related, but also that I would be in control of it, where working for someone else in a full-time job or a part-time job, you're kind of beholden to their hours, and maybe the work is more stressful or strenuous than you'd like if you're trying to play in a band and have some level of creativity going. I didn't think that I would be in it that long, but it came to pass that I stayed in it and found more and more that I liked in it. And as my dream of being a professional guitar player kind of faded, and I found that my priorities really didn't go along with that lifestyle, I found more and more that I enjoyed in this. And I think by 30 plus years in it, I guess if there was something really objectionable in it, I would have gotten out of it by now. It has a lot of the same elements of playing music. There is a level of creativity in the tuning and the voicing, getting the tone out of an instrument, the touch of the instrument. Those are things that it can be very satisfying to refine those skills to a higher level. And there's always things to learn, and ways that we can get better. So it hasn't gotten to be boring yet. And as long as I keep an open mind, I think that